Welcome back to Wario Land II. Up on the rooftop.
Click, click, click. Down comes the chimney, old Saint Nick.
What?
So yeah, now that we've stopped the
You don't
train...
know that song?
Actually, no. We don't really have that many songs here. I mean, Christmas songs tied to Santa Claus.
I never even heard of that song.
You ever heard of that one, Dave? I'm surprised.
I guess it's more of an American tradition. What the fuck was that guy doing? Is this like Wally Bear and the No Gang, where there's just a guy dropping grenades all day?
Well, you'll notice, Teo, that he is a pirate, considering what he has on his head. So
what? Just because he wears a bandana, we a pirate?
Well, that's kind of what this game kind of goes with for most of the time.
I don't know. It could be about a racial profiling.
Racial profiling to an attire. Are we really getting to this point now? Anyway,
You'd be surprised.
Are we in, like, what's the term?
I think people need to realize that racial bias implies a race. Clothes don't have races. Anyway.
Actually, Pedro,
wait, Bull? Isn't it a tiger?
Yeah, that doesn't look like a ball.
There you go. See, he also has as you can see, the normal mooks also have them. But anyway, the point is, we're supposed to climb up the buildings, basically. Okay, find the goal.
Where are we? Heck, in New York. Oh, that's right. Mario does this in Brooklyn. So maybe this is in Brooklyn.
Generic American type city, basically.
Well, you know.
Yeah. Okay, Jova.
We're in Donk City.
Actually, yeah, Jova. That's best if you try to give a summation, considering the kind of design of a building and the fact that it's heavily militarized with people throwing bottles at you 24/7. What city is best described?
Definitely Brooklyn.
So we're like near the Bronx or something?
Yep, pretty much.
Remind me never to go to Brooklyn if I ever go to New York.
Hey, Dweebs, since it's tied to Nintendo, Reggie grew up on the Bronx and look how it turned out to be. So
yeah.
Yeah, his body was always ready, so...
Alright, let's continue climbing.
How tall is he? Wait, how does that work? He was waiting outside.
You're questioning logic in a video game about a fat guy that can catch fire and not die.
Yeah.
It is not on this side, too.
Nope. Fuck.
You might as well question the logic of all Mario games.
I suppose.
Well, okay, there's a certain point of suspension of disbelief that you have to maintain.
I guess I'm just a bit flabbergasted by the fact that we are in a more quote-unquote realistic looking city, although it still operates on
this city probably takes place in the Metro Kingdom, just not in New Donk City.
Again, yeah, it was around still the time where Mario was believed to be in Brooklyn.
Whoa.
Wow, that was dickish.
Which is actually still canon, believe it or not.
Fuck.
And
as long as it doesn't make the Super Mario Brothers Super Show canonical, I'm fine.
I don't think the people at Nintendo Japan are even really all that private to that cartoon's lore too.
Wait,
but
why
guys,
wouldn't they be?
Who wouldn't want to do that amazing Mario dance?
Okay, now that is also the issue.
Do the Mario. Anyway.
Maybe we could assume that this takes place in Brooklyn, this level here, since there's not many New Donk citizens yet.
Where's Captain Lou Albano?
Just gonna let you know, the whole Brooklyn thing came before the Super Show.
It's Donklin.
Adapted that in.
It's Donklin. There you go.
Donklin,
as in Brooklyn. There you go.
Brooklyn, we replace Brook with Donk.
We have New Donk City and we have Donklin. There you go. That's how it is. My headcanon right now. Every American equivalent of the Metro Kingdom is a donk pun. There you go.
It's Brooklyn, but it's only inhabited by video game donkey.
I'm just gonna stick with the canon.
What canon?
The canon that. Well, actually, okay. Yeah, you're right. While we do know that Mario is canonically from Brooklyn, we don't know what this place is canonically, so headcanon away. I guess this is Brooklyn.
Remember, Mario has the deepest lore somehow.
No, I got it. Since this is where Luigi grew up. Remember, we had all this shit thrown at him all day, so he was bound to be miserable.
Luigi grew up in Brooklyn along with Mario.
Not to mention, Dave, that doesn't match with the ending of the Yoshi's Island games, where Mario and Luigi get dropped at the same time.
So who cares?
That's the problem, Dweebs. Even in the new games, the ending is still the same.
But it was done differently though. Remember, they gave him the wrong freaking parents.
We haven't found the treasure though.
Well, let's see.
It'd be like if it's Zelda.
What is written? Then
What do you? What?
Oh, let me guess, Nintendo.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay. So we are in New York City then. We're at the Nintendo building.
Actually, maybe also Tokyo, with the Nintendo HQ. Or is it Kyoto? Was it Kyoto back then? I forgot.
We could be in Japan given how the apartments are made, though. Japan doesn't usually use that kind of apartment
It'd be like if in Zelda, Link was never the hero of Tommy. I don't know. He was just some random schmuck that got swapped over with the wrong child.
Actually, that's kind of the plot of some Zelda game.
Yeah,
where he's the wrong person that gets chosen to be the hero.
Twilight Princess Dwebs, God.
Link is a goat wrangler in that game.
Link is basically going along for the ride, whereas your companion.
Oh, by the way, it's the second one to the right.
There you go. Good job.
Also,
so what's the treasure?
But it's funnily enough, while he is still a goat wrangler,
CD.
In
Twilight about Link and Twilight Princess Cycle, while he is a goat wrangler, they actually do state that he is the descendant of the Link from Ocarina of Time.
Well, yeah, remember Ocarina of Time was meant to be.
To operate. Not to mention, Skyward Sword dictates basically the logic of the rest of the franchise. Each Link and each Zelda will be descendants of their counterparts,
or reincarnations. It's remember, Joe. The whole reason Twilight Princess was made was to appease the backlash to Wind Waker visuals. So obviously they wanted to make it to more like
similar to Ocarina of Time.
No, there's in Twilight Princess, there's Midna is the real main character. Link is just kind of there, along for the ride, really.
I got it.
We were right to you.
Well, Pedro was wrong, so he has to cheat. Get backwards.
It's funny because 4 has actually been my favorite number, and I discovered only late that the Japanese people dread it because it's pronounced similar to the word death. So yeah, very awkward.
Add another piece to the puzzle.
Which I still don't get what it is. It's like the Smurf village.
Artistic Japanese painting too.
What's next? Down in the cellar? Another one?
So we climbed the roof. Hold on. So we climbed the rooftop, and now we're in the cellar. I don't think Wario understands basic progression. Like,
speaking of foreign languages, I recently found out what the German word for gate is.
Okay.
How random.
Tor. Yeah. Since we're talking about foreign languages, maybe this part can be dedicated to helping little kids out there watching this, if there are any, learn about different cultures, because, well, Focus didn't bother doing that, so...
Also, more fat Wario.
It's funny, too.
And probably someone's DeviantArt photo.
3F. Oh god, we're in the we're in the Pokemon Mall building in Gen 3.
What about the Sylph the Sylph Incorporated in
Self Company?
I don't know.
That's the thing. It's always getting confusing because my country doesn't operate the whole incorporated subname. Instead, it's called with an acronym SPA. So every time there's an incorporated or a company somewhere, they have to replace it with SPA. Like for example, even Monsters Inc. The title here is called Monsters and Co. because it's more easy to get.
As for Silphco,
Yeah, we do something similar here.
As for Silphco, I reckon my headcanon is that after Team Rocket got disbanded, that building got bought by I don't know Red after Gen 2 because he saved up so much pocket money from being up on that mountain for years that he could afford to buy a building, and he bought that one because
without even dying of hypothermia.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
You see, that's the great thing about Red. He says, "Fuck hypothermia. I'm a Pokemon trainer."
Legit, yo.
Well, Ash does the same thing. Like, he constantly puts himself in mortal danger for the most minuscule of reasons.
Well, at least Ash suffers a bit to the consequences to it. There's the infamous episode where Ash almost actually dies of hypothermia with his Pokemon in a cave. So.
Oh yeah, that episode.
Yeah.
Also, these apartments are weird.
The basic gist of this level is... that's exactly the thing. This looks like an apartment. It doesn't look like a cellar. Like...
Well, Pedro. Maybe the apartment has a cellar.
I get...
We need to get there, I guess. But the thing is that still, it doesn't change the fact that this apartment is structured in a very bizarre way.
But well, Java, when I think cellar, I don't think this type of look. I don't know.
That's the thing, though. A cellar pretty much can mean a basement. And basements these days can look pretty nifty.
Alright, let's see.
So I'm not really that surprised.
Well,
Also,
this was made in the 90s. Was that already a thing in the 90s?
Yeah, even back in the 90s.
Not to mention...
could look good.
Oh, hold on. Let's see.
Just gotta get on screen for a little second.
Yeah.
Ah, that one!
First top left.
I couldn't see it, actually. Not to mention, I don't remember, but I'm guessing the actual cellar of the building may look... What the hell is that, a yo-yo?
I have no idea what the hell that is.
It's the hollowed out skull of Donald Duck.
It's a treasure too.
What?
Just accept it.
It looks like someone cut off Donald Duck's head and hollowed out the skull so much it's become see-through.
Okay. After that wonderful look into Dwebs' dark psyche, let's just continue.
Remember, a lot of Disney Disney's films that they made were based on brutal stuff.
Well, I get that. I just don't understand where you pull that from.
I swear, to me, it looked like Donald Duck's head.
It's a circle.
I thought it had a beak on it.
Circle of Death.
The basic gist of this level is that this is probably one of the biggest levels in the game, and since every floor looks the same, it can be easy to
get lost.
If you don't do a good job memorizing the layouts. So make sure you make some mental notes of the specific level geometry, so you can create your own mental system of where everything is in relation to everything else.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Ooh, door.
I mean, it's almost a bit. Oh, another owl. It's almost maybe like a Metroid traditional map. I don't mean an entire game, but like Brinstar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn it. At least the owl is fine, even though it's probably having a bad day.
I'd almost wonder if
Don't
I
worry.
didn't know better. I'd almost wonder if we were in Mega City, since those things look a lot like that. I mean, that would have belonged to Dr. Wily!
Yeah, they actually do like Dr. Wily's robots.
We know who really
Are there any
them.
art people from the Mega Man series that worked on this game or something?
I
I don't think so.
Surprised me if there were.
Around this time, they were involved in with mostly Mega Man, so...
Maybe one or two of them had left Capcom by that point? I don't know.
I don't know. There you go, at least we recouped the money.
Yeah. They left that money there for us because they knew we were going to lose some. That's very considerate of them.
Well, that's the point. You're going up in the first place to get those big coins.
There you go.
All right, just
Going back to the
Oh,
top
you're getting back to spawn. The enemy that can feed you.
Exactly. Very good too.
Come on, damn it!
Oh, you dick! I just want the cake.
There you go.
Yeah, how does that one cake make him that much fatter?
It's
that's a secret.
Maybe it's made of the same material that Fawful uses in his food during Bowser's Inside Story that instantly makes Bowser swell up.
It's a cartoon, dude. Just roll with it. You have to think you have to think like a video game designer, Dwips. Okay, I need to make the character fat, so I'll just throw food at it. See, food makes you fat, so food. There you go.
Also, Dweebs, maybe Wario is secretly played by Christian Bale, so therefore you can gain and lose weight at a record time.
I guess.
That would be interesting. A Wario Land live-action movie with Christian Bale as Wario.
Christian Bale as Wario.
Where is the money? Where is it?
And Keanu Reeves as Waluigi.
Oh, God.
I like Keanu Reeves as an actor, but I don't think he can do accent.
You know, I gotta say, good job to. Oh, snap, was that
Jesus! Spring. Maybe actually, John, you mean the enemy? Maybe it's like bonkers in the Kirby games.
Anyway, you were saying, Jova?
I gotta say, props to Keanu Reeves for managing to shake off the whole Matrix stigma to the point where people would only remember him for the Matrix.
Oh, the internet helped Jova in that regard, because as soon as the internet, became very popular, people discovered about the fact that Keanu Reeves has some of the most tragic backstories that a celebrity can have. So everyone basically gave their assistance and tried to support him over the years.
Yeah, but and also film-wise, for a while he was having quite a few stinkers. He bottomed out with 47 running until he got the job.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that was a thing. Let's make 300, but in Japan. Why not?
With some guy who'd never directed a movie before.
Yeah.
Genius.
He really got the shaft in Hollywood a lot.
Well, again, he's got John Wick now, so...
Yeah.
I've heard some good things about John Wick Chapter 3.
I heard that it's solid. It's solid like the previous two.
Yeah,
so,
it's an overall really solid trilogy without any real problems.
I enjoyed...
Oh, jeez.
I enjoyed Chapter 3, although the ending's not bad by any means. I was just a bit confused.
Oh, I'm confused.
Well...
Alright, let's
Let's try it again.
Guess you hit a powder burnout there, Wario.
Shut up.
There we go. Only one floor left.
Indeed.
Hopefully.
Maybe this is us trying. Maybe this is us trying to get into the basement from the.
Yeah. Like I said, the teacher salary probably at the end of it.
Hey, Captain, look what I found.
Oh yeah, now this looks like a cellar, a flooded cellar. Holy fudge!
Why is Wario traveling through so many flooded locations? Like it's like 2012 when the oceans have flooded the earth.
Maybe he wants to be a plumber like Mario.
Hey, Joe, okay, Captain Sir, look what I found. I found a lovely slice of cake.
Yes. Oh god, not that cake. That makes me balloon up like a whale. Dispose of it.
But it's tasty. Can I have it?
Sure. But you better be able to be productive still.
Everyone out the way.
I'm trying to warn him.
He rolled up into he fell over and rolled into a ball and rolled down the stairs and...
Leave him! Let him be an example for everyone else who tries to do that.
What, eat a piece of cake?
No, eat that particular bout of cursed cake!
Ugh.
So to speak of what happened the last time I had a piece.
What happened that time?
It wasn't pretty.
I can see that.
Oh, I remember that one. It's the one where you ate the cake while the ship was still in the air. We were lucky to survive.
I told you not to bring that up.
Well, someone was going to bring it up anyway.
Do it again and I will shoot you, point blank.
With what?
With what, you say?
Yeah.
With this.
Where did you get that?
I always keep it on the special compartment.
Alright, so it's number 3, like we saw.
Oh, okay.
Well, I didn't notice, so I literally...
I was burped.
Oh, okay.
In the meantime, I thought I was gonna guess it. Oh well, what's next?
Let's see. Escape from... And now we're in a factory.
Of course we are.
Okay.
This is the weirdest city ever.
I get the feeling the designers...
just wanted to have a bunch of levels and said, yeah, just put them together, why not?
I mean, okay,
Oh,
unless
Jesus.
unless this is Raccoon City, where a lot of the major buildings are connected via the sewers. But I don't...
Or Paris, don't forget, Jova, according to every single French media ever, apparently Paris is interconnected by a bunch of the catacombs.
I see that. That's which reverses the conveyor belts.
Alright.
Huh.
Basically, we need to use that switch to alternate between the direction of the conveyor belts. So basically...
Oh, Jesus. That enemy can get a little tantruming.
I'll say.
There you go.
Jesus, man, what's your problem?
I guess it reacts only when you attack other enemies.
No, it reacts just when anything in general is done. So, like, for example, if you use a ground pound, it will react. Like, it's a very sensitive enemy too. You shouldn't bother it. There you go, I like to switch. There you go. And these fuckers again.
They just have windows everywhere to throw stuff from.
I gotta love how it's not even like bombs or rocks, it's just bottles.
Probably bottles of wine or sake in the original Japanese version, but it's probably bottles of juice, grape juice, yeah.
Also, you get the effect of a drunken Wario if you get hit by them.
Then again, Debs, actually remember those penguin-like enemies in the original Japanese version that throw bottles. They got changed to balls in this version, in the Western version. So I don't even know.
Yeah, honestly, considering the red tint and everything, I thought those bottles are like Molotov cocktails.
Oh wait, maybe the sake plums.
Maybe, I guess.
Oh damn it!
And there we go.
Also, not really getting the factory aesthetic from the music.
It's quirky too.
I suppose.
No, it's abandoned factory music.
Oh, so it's spooky. Where's the next creepypasta about Wario finding himself in the desolated factory?
If wanted to fit this, why not get that song from Pokemon?
Oh, it just damages you.
Why not get that song from Pokemon Sun and Moon that plays in the abandoned shop?
I don't know.
Because the technology did not exist yet?
We had in-universe.
Can they hear it in universe?
Alright, oh, there we go.
Well, maybe.
Also, gotta love how the paper crates, because they clearly like traditional paper crates, can be smashed like rocks.
More coins.
They're never enough.
Lovely.
No, for Wario, you can never be too rich too, so...
Yeah, if I don't get enough money, how else am I supposed to fund the next WarioWare game?
Remember, Dibs, according to WarioWare Gold, Wario can basically just invent a series of games and roll with it. And his friends and lackeys will do all the job for him.
In fact, I got my own brand new series coming soon. WarioWare Cooking.
Well, after the events of WarioWare Gold, I'm not sure they can replicate that for the next one. Where we'll really have to invent a good excuse.
True that.
Let's see.
Oh,
Oh,
it's the first. Yeah.
there we go.
The Kirby-like thing is always the easiest one to spot because it looks so distinctly different from all the others.
Yeah.
You got a
si-
saxophone, as
looks like
Scuttle
that-
would say.
It looks like a pipe used to smoke.
No, Twibs. As Little Mermaid established, you clearly use them to play music with.
Sure. Next they'll be saying. Next thing they'll be saying, you use cigarettes as flutes.
I honestly have to wonder if you would
Well,
have that.
well, it depends, Dwebs, because remember, in the Metal Gear series, the cigarette, or in the case of Big Boss, the cigar, always has a different function depending on the game that you're playing.
Yeah,
as a running gag.
In Metal Gear Solid, it lets you see lasers.
Lasers.
In Metal Gear, it slows down time. In Metal Gear 2, changes the wind's direction somehow.
In Metal Gear Solid 5 actually speeds up time.
Yeah, it speeds up time.
I think it's an allegory for what can happen to you under the influence.
There we go. Oh, jeez.
I want guides.
There you go.
Oh, you got him. Now what?
Now to get the fuck out of here.
Basically,
Yeah, pretty much. Well, at least it was a more straightforward horror level, honestly.
Now this level is much more straightforward, and it's not even that big of a level. Like, it's probably one of the smaller levels in the game, actually. Which is interesting because the factory is actually one of the levels that has an alternate exit leading to a completely new alternate storyline. But we'll get to that later.
7?
3.
Oh, 3, I guess, yeah.
Let's see. It is.
Yep.
Yay!
Ta-da!
Alright. Almost done with the second row.
Got a lot more levels to cover.
There's a sun and there's trees too. It's just your typical artistic Japanese painting. Anyway,
Anyone from
Anyone for
B-ball?
B-ball?
aka basketball.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam.
Yeah, basically. Sorry, there will be no Michael Jordan in this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Although Wario does operate on cartoony logic, so...
Oh, Captain Syrup. I tried to enter us into that new basketball tournament.
What basketball tournament?
The one being held in New Dog City in October.
Well, fine, but you have to make sure to get a lot of practice for it.
But that's the problem, Captain. We tried to enter, but we weren't allowed. They said it was something to do with your criminal record.
My criminal record? I told you to have that scrubbed from their records after that little withdrawal I had to make from the bank there.
Mom, it turns out hacking the police isn't as easy as we thought.
Well, that's why we went with both a double preemptive strike. You know, we made a kind withdrawal.
That was
the technical advisor got arrested.
Yes, he was the fall guy. We went over this.
Also,
he's now trapped in prison, forced to watch the Super Mario Brothers movie on a loop.
Oh, that's just
well,
cool.
He was a necessary sacrifice to the cause.
The greater good.
See to it that you don't fail me, or you'll join him.
Joe, I have a question, if you know.
Bear back. For
New York, what actually is the sport that's more popular there? Because I mean, for America, it's a range between between baseball, basketball, football, and what you call soccer.
Yeah, when it comes to New York, pretty much all four of those. Well, not as much soccer unless it's soccer season. But nonetheless, for baseball, they've got the Yankees.
If I remember correctly, it's basically in America. Don't get me wrong, there's plenty of popular sports in America, but from what I can gather, it's the big three are basketball, baseball, and football. By that I mean American football, right?
Let me check because I didn't know. What city are the Red Sox team? Because if there's one thing that I learned watching and reading, American media is Boston. There you go. Is that for baseball, the Boston Red Sox really suck as a team. They tend to be always the last.
They used to be really at the top of their game way back in the day, but nowadays not so much.
Or maybe we were just get the piece. Oh, the Boss Arena. Maybe we were just getting pieced on, and they were not the losers. I don't know.
It might have us to do with about when they started trading some of their best players here and there.
Well, that makes sense.
It also adds cadence to the fact that this is supposed to be generic American city, because when you think Japan, you don't really think basketball. So.
Or baseball.
Well, actually, no. Baseball is actually popular in Japan. Actually,
their baseball.
Yeah, and football.
Oh, there are 2 exits actually. One for the boss and one normal.
European football as well. Well, okay, but for now we're trying to stick to the main campaign. We'll get into alternate storylines later.
Right, we also have to get the treasure.
Main campaign, considering how many different storylines there are.
You'll see for yourself when we complete the game once. The game shows us a little chart telling us what level leads where. Go ahead, Tim.
What if a Wario Land game was made by David Cage?
Okay, where did that come from?
The chart at the end representing different.
A flow chart. Well, yeah. Well, actually, too, I think a better comparison is I think a better comparison is Shadow the Hedgehog.
Right.
Because Shadow the Hedgehog also has a chart where you go in the level, to which level you go depends on which objective you complete.
True.
So I guess
if I recall correctly, at least in this game, you don't have to replay the first level all the time, do you?
No, you don't, because it gives you a level. It gives you a level select when you complete the game once.
Is that a motorcycle?
Ah, neat.
In fact, that's kind of what Shadow the Hedgehog probably should have done. Now that I think about it,
A level select
after you complete the game once, yeah. But well, what can you do? Or at the very least, allow you to. You should have only really been. It should have only been necessary to complete Westopolis 3 times, not 10. It's just stupid. All right.
Fine.
Like they could have had something where you can select a level and you can select some kind of road where for this.
Oh, there we go, boss arena.
All right, so the boss battle of this level is a basketball match between us and
Bunny.
Notice how he has a syrup sign though too. He's working for syrup. So.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh Jesus!
When one of us, basically the gist of it is that when one of us jumps on top of the other's head, we turn into a ball for some reason. There you go. See.
The person who scores 3 points
and
wins.
he assaults you with basketballs. I see.
I don't.
Did we mention this game was made in Japan?
Yeah, basically.
Also, that theme sounds so Italian.
Yeah, a bit. I guess. I kind of have some spot for all the weirdness that some Japanese game get, like the Parodio series.
All right.
Yeah, it really does sound like the Tarantella.
There we go.
Get dunked on, I guess.
Good game, I guess. In regards to a scooter. That's our
moped.
Alright, let's see what number is today.
It's...
Can't figure
is
from
it
this.
0? No, is it 3?
8 or 9?
I wonder.
No, it's probably 3.
Or 5?
Oh, it's 9. Oh well.
There we go. Alright, so let's... Alright, 9.
There we go.
Alright, everybody, so now that we've defeated Rabbit Jordan, I guess...
Hey, dude, you just missed us going up against Bugs Bunny in a basketball match.
God damn it, you're right.
All right, so
Really
Don't
is
predict a
Space
Space
Jam.
Jam then.
all right, everybody, tune in next time where we start the final story of the main campaign. Because remember, that's the weird thing. Instead of dividing this thing into chapters and acts as you would normally think so, instead each section of the game is called story. Chapter, and then you have stories. It's weird. The terminology is weird. But whatever. It's
I
Japan.
feels more exciting than Space Jam.
It's Japan. They can't do English. Moving on. See you, everybody.
See ya.
Yeah.